Good morning, YouTube. Hello, Resin Fanatics. It's so great to be coming to you live. I am Catherine Swift. I am the creative force at Resin Obsession, and I'm here this morning because I want to answer a few questions that I've been getting from some of our readers about my recently launched How to Make Resin Jewelry class. I am so excited about this class. We've already got students in who are already having a great time and are having a lot of fun, and I want to answer some questions for those of you who aren't sure if this is a good fit for you and what you can expect. And so I am happy to do that this morning. So I've got some questions here to go over, but certainly if you've got questions here, by all means, leave them in the comments and I will do my best to get to them. So for those of you who don't know me, I am a jewelry artist and have been one since 2001. I started making sterling silver jewelry, and then in 2006 incorporated in resin into my design. So hi Maggie from Michigan. Oh, thanks for saying hello. I love meeting people. Love meeting other resin enthusiasts too. Anyway, so started incorporating resin into my designs in 2006 and was fortunate enough to be one of the few artists that get selected to participate in Disney. Yes, that Disney's Festival of the Masters. So I did the art show circuit, I won some awards, and I got an invitation to show, to exhibit in that show. Okay, so I see, can you show a piece real quick of the jewelry? Yes, I've got some pieces right here. Hang tight, I've got a few pieces right here. Anyway, so I participated in the Disney Festival of the Masters art festival, and it was a wonderful experience. Shortly thereafter, my children were born and I quit doing the art show circuit and then started selling my jewelry wholesale and had success with stores all over the world. In 2011, I bought Resin Obsession, bought the company from the founder, and since then have made it my mission to help creators of all levels with the supplies and advice they need to make their best resin arts, crafts, and jewelry every time. So this class is a result of that. I got lots of feedback from people saying they wanted to learn how to make resin jewelry. Hey, Sarah from California. Wanted to make resin jewelry and just were stuck and didn't know how and were really confused about what to do. So hello to Teddy's Craft Room. Anyway, so I taught this class. I taught a smaller version back in the spring and got lots of, oh, thank you, Maggie. Oh my gosh, we're never gonna get through this if I'm gonna stop and talk to everybody. I love the comments, so I love the comments. It's like you're here right with me. Anyway, so started teaching taught a version of the class back in the spring with a small group of students, and really took that feedback and tried to make an amazing class. And I'm really excited with what I've got for you. So I've got some questions here. I know somebody already asked to see some samples from the class, and I do have some here. So let's get started with what's going on. First question about class is, where can I get it? Well, that's an easy question. You can go right now to resinuniversity.com and purchase class, okay? All the details are there. You're gonna get 5 modules with a total of 30 lessons. They are all video lessons ranging anywhere from like 2 minutes to as long as 9 minutes. When you purchase class, everything is available right now, okay? So it's not, the content's not, dripped out to you or, active at a certain date. It is all available to you right now. So if you want to get class and jump around, you can do that. I certainly would encourage you to start with the beginning and go through it methodically. Oh, thanks, Sarah. I have signed up and it is easy to sign up. Thanks so much, Sarah. Right, the resin is easy. The technology always gives me a little pause. So I'm so grateful that you mentioned that. Yes, thank you. And everything is totally secure. I know I've had some people that have expressed concern about, is it safe to put my credit card information in? Yes, it is. When you go to resinuniversity.com, if you look up near the address bar at the upper left, you'll see a little padlock and it'll say HTTPS. That means the site is secure, so your information is absolutely encrypted. So that way you don't have to worry about your credit card number getting stolen. However, if you are old school and you're like, you know what, it's just not working for me, by all means, please message me and we can set up a time for you to call me here in the office and I can get your credit card information that way if that's something you feel more secure with. So 5 video modules, a total of 30 lessons, all video lessons, 2 minutes to 9 minutes. There are transcripts with every lesson. Okay, so if you're like me and you like to be able to follow along and take notes, you can do that. Some of the lessons also have printable worksheets with them. Okay, so you're going to get like a shopping list. You're going to get a project supply list. I've got some other like little surprise bonuses in there too to print out to help you guys make awesome resin jewelry. If you want a peek as to what class looks like, when you're done watching here today, go back to my videos from 2 days ago. I posted the second lesson in the introductory model, so you're going to get to see how the technology of class works. So, you know, what it looks like once you log in. So you hit play, here's videos, here's where you can leave comments, ask questions. You know, I show where you find the link to the downloads and the printables and all the stuff that you can get to include with class. So I'm really excited. Gosh, I know my students in the spring just continue to tell me how much it means to them and how much it means to me that I can help you guys. Like, you have an amazing resin jewelry maker inside of you. Let me help that artist escape, okay? All right, so the class is not live. I want to make sure we're clear on that. So the class is not live, so it's on demand. So when you purchase class and you log in, you take it at your own schedule. Okay, so whatever that schedule might be, you can sit down and take the entire class this afternoon if you want. You can just take it here and there. And for those of you who want to be able to get the bonuses, which I'll talk more about in a minute, but you know, I realize the holidays are coming up, but you can buy class now. You have lifetime access. So if you want to buy it now so that you can get the bonuses, and maybe when you get through Thanksgiving this week and kind of take a breather and want to sit down and work on class, you can totally do that. You have lifetime access, including any future updates. So I'd like to always be improving and thinking about better ways that I can help you make resin jewelry. So I hope you don't mind if I think of something else or something better or something new, that I'm going to put it in class and you're going to get that at no additional charge. Okay, so what else should you know about class? Oh, there's a few progress quizzes you can do along the way. Yes. Oh, yes. Sarah's reminding everybody that one of the bonuses is how to price your resin jewelry. I'll get to that in a minute, but that's like one of my favorite bonuses there too. Anyway, so there's also some progress quizzes along the way. Don't worry, you're not going to be graded. However, the reason I put them in there is I want to see how you're doing. And if you know, maybe the quizzes, if you miss an answer or something, it's my opportunity to reach out to you and say, hey, is there something you didn't understand? Is there something I can help go over with you? What can I do to help you as you're going through this class? Okay, so I have a question here. What happens if I get stuck? Like, I'm not worried, I'm still not going to figure this out. Okay. So number one, if you sign up for class, you get access to a private Facebook group where you can connect with your fellow students and think of it as your own little study group. So you guys can talk to each other, share results, ask questions, ask for help from each other. Certainly I will be, you know, popping in the group and seeing what's going on, but think of that as like your own private study group. Secondly, I am offering that if you purchase this class by tomorrow evening at 9 p.m. Eastern, and you go through the entire class and you are still stuck, you're still confused, you're still frustrated, you still don't know how to make wonderful resin jewelry, if you go through the entire class, I am offering you the opportunity to have a free 15-minute video chat with me where I can help tie up loose ends, I can help give you direction, I can give you the one-on-one help that you need. Okay, that's how I am so convinced that this class is going to help you. Okay, so purchase the class by 9 p.m. tomorrow evening. If you go through all the modules within 2 months and you're still just like, this is just not working and I'm not sure what's going on, free 15-minute video consultation with me. Okay, so you're never stuck in this. I promise, you're never stuck. Okay, so what kind of investment do I need to get started in terms of supplies? Is this going to cost me a lot? Okay, so actually that's something I go over in the first module where I go over your supply list in terms of what I call the essential supplies and the optional supplies. And the essential supplies, you should be able to get started with for under $100. Okay, and I'll talk more about that in a minute because I got a little bonus to kind of help you out with that. Okay, do I have to use Resin Obsession products? No, you do not need to use Resin Obsession products. Now, of course, the products I use in the tutorials are ones you can find in our store, but you don't have to get them from us. So if you've got another supplier you like to get them from, or perhaps you're somewhere in the world where we can't ship you product, then by all means, I talk in general enough terms that you know what to be looking for when you're getting them from your favorite supplier. However, here's one of these bonuses. If you purchase the class by 9 p.m. tomorrow evening, one of your bonuses is you're going to get a 20% off coupon to purchase anything in the Resin Obsession store. And not just the supplies for class, it includes sale items, anything in the store. I've never done a coupon code that good before. You know, I've done some specials here and there, maybe on this kind of product, this and that and the other, but this is 20% store-wide. That's a one-time use coupon code that is good until December 20th, okay? So, but you have to purchase class by 9 p.m. tomorrow evening, 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Can I recreate the designs you show in class? Yes, absolutely. You have full permission and my blessing to recreate the designs. And you can also recreate them to give or to sell, okay? I want you to make stuff with resin and you have my blessing. Yes, please recreate them. And you know what? I have a feeling once you make them once or twice, you're totally gonna put your own spin on it. So I can't wait to see what you guys do with these designs. Okay, so what are you covering in the class? Okay, so here's kind of the 30,000 foot view on what I'm covering. So I'm gonna give you advice on how to set up your resin crafting area, the supplies you're going to need, so the essential supplies and the optional supplies. You're gonna learn the resin lingo. The resin lingo is pretty important to making sure you understand what you can expect from the resins that you're using. How to mix resin, complete with a demonstration. You're gonna get my advice on choosing a resin, okay? This is really big, and included in that section is the one question that if you can answer will make everything else so much easier, okay? I spent a lot of time on how to address bubbles in your resin, and then I'm going to include, the last module is a troubleshooting module where I include my best ever resin troubleshooting guide that you can print. Hope you'll never need it, but unfortunately you're probably gonna need to pull it out a time or two, but you've got that available, okay? And then you're gonna get 8 different projects, 4 bezel projects, 4 mold projects. With the bezel projects, 2 are open backed, 2 are closed backed. With the mold projects, 2 are plastic, 2 are silicone, okay? So somebody's asking about content about resin turning yellow. Yes, I talk about that in the troubleshooting section about resin turning yellow. So, okay. All right, so I have a question here. Why should I take your class? What makes it better than anyone else's? Okay, fair enough. So here's what I bring to you. I've worked with resin for 13 years. When I first started with resin, or I wanted to learn resin, so think back to 2006, like blog really wasn't a thing back then. There was only one resin book that I could find, and I really wanted to learn resin. So I paid $1,500 to take a class, traveled 3 states away for an entire week, okay? At the end of the week, I had a bunch of bubble-filled sticky resin charms, and the teacher was little to no help on explaining to me why this happened. And I came home, and to this day, I still don't know why I didn't quit, right? I mean, oh yeah, so I come home and my husband's like, well, that looks like you had a great time. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. But I wanted to learn resin so very much that I came home and just started doing it, all right? And through trial and error, through the successes and the mistakes, it took me a while, but by God, I figured this out. And I have designed this class so that you don't have to go through that. It was, you know, right? I mean, I came through and everything's fine, but like, I don't want anybody else to have to go through that. That was frustrating. There were days that I just remember like, oh my gosh, this is never gonna work. What's going on? I've taken my 4 years of experience and condensed it into 4 hours. And I have created a very straightforward, easy to follow path so that you can get success quickly. It just, I like to think of them as like little light bulb moments that you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is why I need to do it this way. And let's face it, there's a lot of free content out there. Okay, like I've got a question here. Why should I pay you? I can get this online for free. I can get it on YouTube for free, right? I would tell you, how well is that free content working out for you? I get emails every week from people telling me, I've spent all afternoon on YouTube trying to learn how to make resin jewelry, and I'm no closer to getting started. I've got conflicting information. I'm confused. I don't know where to start. It's not making any sense. I need help. I need a clear path. I need direction. I've got that for you. I have, I tested this, or I had a small group, right, back in the spring to teach this class with, and I had numerous students in there that told me how much clearer this class or this class gave them, the clarity this class gave them on making resin jewelry. And in fact, I want to share one of the comments from one of the students who took it, and that would be Shay. Shay had never done resin jewelry before. She knew she wanted to do it, but just had no experience and just was like, kind of like, I don't know what to do. So here's what Shay has to say. As someone who had never worked with resin before, I felt I needed more support. Each class was well organized and clearly presented. The sessions ensured that we established a solid foundation for resin crafting and created an environment that invited us to ask any question and to discover the joy in creating resin jewelry. Joy. Like, that's the word that just means so much to me, right? Like, you guys, you have your precious time, right? Like, everybody's so busy and you want to dedicate some time to taking care of yourself, and you choose to do that with resin jewelry. Like, joy, like making resin jewelry should make you happy. It should bring joy to your life, right? Like, I don't want you to feel like, oh my gosh, like this is a chore. Like, that's what I want to do in this class. I want to make things simple so that you can get success and feel the joy in creating resin jewelry. Okay. So what technology am I going to need to take this class? Okay. However you're watching me right now, that's all the technology you need. So if you're, whatever, it's a phone, a tablet, your computer, whatever. Certainly, if you have a tablet or a desktop or a laptop or something that's here that you can like watch and then follow along and, take notes and that kind of thing, that's something that, means something to me. But like, if all you've got is a phone, that's all you need. Now you might want access to a printer if you want to print out the printables and the transcripts so that you can take notes. But of course, you don't have to. Whatever you got here right now, that's all you're going to need. So, a few of you have asked about seeing some of the class projects, so I'd love to show this to you right now. So this is one of the pendants. I apologize, I only have a couple sitting here on my desk right at the moment. This is one of the pendants I teach you how to make in class. Let's see if I can't get this up here. So this is an open-backed bezel pendant that I love this design. Let's see if I can show. Doing this a little backwards here. That's one of the pendants you're going to learn how to make. These are another couple of pendants you will learn how to make in class. These pretty little iridescents with the kind of the pearlized color shifting change. Do that. Now, if you purchase class by 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow evening, you will get a bonus tutorial, and that bonus tutorial is to make these earrings. These earrings. So this is one of your bonuses, and these are metal earrings, and I promise you, even if you have no metal smithing experience whatsoever, you can make these earrings. Promise. Promise. So this is also one of your bonuses if you register for class by 9 p.m. Tomorrow evening. Okay, I just saw a note come across about somebody asking about not jewelry but making crafts. We're not doing any crafty stuff in this class. This class is strictly jewelry making. However, you're going to learn stuff, even if you're just interested in crafts, you're going to learn the basics and the fundamentals of working with resin, that even if you don't want to make jewelry, you will learn stuff in this class that will totally translate into making resin crafts. Okay, so how much is class? Okay, great question. So if you want to come and take a class with me in Gainesville, Florida, the classes start at $225. And that's before you've even put the key in the car. Oh, you're welcome, Maggie. That's even before you put the key in the car. So I do get a lot of people who travel from outside of Gainesville to come take classes with me, which just, makes my heart melt. And so, they've got their gas expenses, probably had to stop and buy a coffee on the way. And sometimes I actually have to run a hotel room to get to class with me. So by the time you do that, you could easily be paying $400 to $500 to take class with me. This class, which you can sit at home in your pajamas, pretty, you got me there. You can sit at home in your pajamas and take class, and it's only $197, okay? And you can buy it now on resinuniversity.com, and you've got lifetime access. You've got access to a private Facebook group if you want it. It's not required. I do know that I did have a couple of people ask, do I have to join the Facebook group? No, you do not have to join the Facebook group, but it's just, I love how, when I taught the class in the spring and how my students got to know each other and how they have supported each other. Like a couple of the girls in there are now selling their jewelry, and they're totally helping each other out with, oh my gosh, I'll like your Instagram, you like mine, and just helping promote each other, which I just love. I think is fantastic. So if Facebook's something you do, I would encourage you to join the group. You will get all that information when you sign up for class. Okay, so let's talk about the bonuses again. Bonus number one, if you sign up by 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow evening, bonus number one is you will learn how to make these earrings, okay? No metal experience required, promise. Bonus number two, which Sarah mentioned, is if you sign up for my class by 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow evening, you are going to get a link to the spreadsheet I use to price your resin jewelry for a profit, okay? I have found that you guys are great at pricing your jewelry. You're not great at pricing it for a profit, okay? And what this spreadsheet does is it dives into all the expenses that you incur when you make resin jewelry and brings to light some of the things that maybe you don't think about, and how underpricing your jewelry does not allow your business to grow. It doesn't allow you to invest in yourself or invest in more supplies or give you the tools you need to be able to expand your resin jewelry line. So this spreadsheet goes into all of that. It's the one I use when I am pricing my resin jewelry. And then the third bonus, which is the one that's probably, my gosh, this one will help you pay for class in a heartbeat. And that is 20% off the entire Resin Obsession store. Okay, so not just the supplies you use in class, not just, the few things, you want. It's the entire store, including the sale items. Okay, that is a one-time use code that will get emailed to you within a few minutes of purchasing the class, and it expires at the end of the day on December 20th. Okay, so don't feel like you need to rush into buying right away. You can get your list together and get your shopping cart ready, and then when you're ready to buy, you can click and we will get it over to you. So I would love to see you in class. I would love to see you in class. resinuniversity.com. You can hop on over there now. The bonuses expire at 9 p.m. Tomorrow evening. If you have any other questions, by all means, please message me. Please let me know. I want to be your guide. I truly want to help you make amazing resin jewelry. And you know what? You can get this class and get started on it this week, and you can totally win the holiday gift giving game. Okay? You could totally, who wouldn't want to get a pendant like that for Christmas? Right? The whole, this screams handmade. Imagine, I know this means something to me, and you guys as creatives, I would bet that it means something to you too, where, I loved when I sold resin jewelry, and I would think on Christmas morning about the joy I helped someone else bring to their morning, because, somebody's going to open this, right? And they're going to take that out, and they're going to know that you made it, and they're going to know that you made it with love, and thoughtfulness, and that you gave it to them because you appreciate them and you know what it means to share a little bit of yourself. And then let's face it, it's also good to have some stuff handy for the last minute gifts, like the Secret Santa at the office, or oh my gosh, my kid needs a gift for a teacher at school, or yeah, the mail lady. Oh yes, I can't forget about her. So right, like it's always so much fun, and so you can get class this week and start working on it and have gifts ready by Christmas. Like you can totally do that. So I believe in you. I'm here for you. Your classmates are going to be here to support you. Like you are not alone in this. And you get all of this plus the bonuses for only $197 if you purchase by 9 p.m. tomorrow evening. So I would love to be your guide. You've got it in you. I would love to be your guide. So come on over. If you have questions, send me a message. You can also find me at info@resinobsession.com, and I would love to see you there. Okay. All right, everyone. We'll see you in class.